Building a Leo Jaymz Stratocaster from a kit.
So we're unboxing the Leo Jaymz Stratocaster kit today. Ordered from Amazon for a hefty $120. Maybe some more. I don't know. Looking forward to seeing what this is about. This is the unboxing. With my trusty X-Acto knife. Oh, here it comes. We have a lid. Oh, more boxes. It's like one of those babushka dolls. What do we get here? Oh, look at it. Oh, I hear this is very good. Unswer manual. It should be a user manual. What's an unswer manual? How do you fuck up that? I hear this manual is very good, but I'm kind of worried that it's an unswer manual. Lots of boxes inside boxes. Ah! Apparently this is mahogany. I always thought mahogany was fancy. Far away from spruce or pucallpa. Oh, look at that. Mahogany body. Some interesting writing. Leo Jaymz. There seems to be some sort of coating on it. I am going to sand it with probably very, very fine sandpaper. I'll put that body here. And we got this lovely foamished paper. What do we got? I think this is the neck. Obviously, due to geometry and other things, this must be the neck. Very curious. I am going to carve the headstock today. Haven't decided if it's going to be a Strat or a Tele headstock. Kind of into maybe a Tele headstock. It's that traditional paddle. So the headstock is not carved. I am going to carve it today. I'm really looking forward to staining this. Ooh. Oh, the frets aren't a little sharp. Look at that. Everything is pre-drilled for the tuners. I'm probably not going to use their tuners. I have some locking tuners I'm going to use. It's not too bad. I thought I'd have to do the fret ends. I probably will. Definitely have to oil the neck. It's pretty dry, but it's looking good. Pretty good for 120 bones. What do we got here? Probably electronics. Whoa! I'm going to use their pre-made pickguard. I do have one with Wilkinson Alnico 5s, a loaded pickguard. These are really small pots that I will use. These are obviously not Alnico. They're the other kind. And oh my goodness, all the little parts in here. I am probably going to use my own tuners. I ordered some locking tuners that I really like that I put on a Strat. I am going to use their bridge, but I'll probably buy... Oh, that's a real small... Oh my god. Okay, I am going to use their bridge to start, but I'll probably get another bridge later on. That's pretty small thingamajig there. Shielding. I'm going to use the paint, though. I have paint left over. A back plate. I'll use that for sure. Oh, a strap. See how good this strap is. I have my suspicions. Well, it's not bad. 2'3". Obviously, it does increase in size. That's pretty small. What else we got here? Tuners, neck plate. These look like small bolts to screw the neck on. I'm kind of worried about that. There's the whammy bar, little patch cord, kind of little. All kinds of stuff. The electronics are basically snap-on, so we'll see. I do have a Wilkinson loaded pickguard that I might use instead. I'll try this first and see how it goes. Julian, can you get an aerial of this on top? And then we're done for today. Okay, you can press.
It really did say unswer manual. Got me kind of worried there.
I don't know. I'm thinking either a Tele headstock, and this is the one that came with the kit. This is the Strat headstock. I'm going to make a decision shortly, but those are my two options, Tele or Strat.
We enjoyed painting the neck orange and yellow.
I wanted to amber orange feel to the neck. So I used a combination of yellow and orange leather dye for Angelus, and I rubbed it in after sanding it down a bit. And I'm very happy. I want that aged sort of look. Just a little rag, rubbed it on. And here's the front suspended from my workbench. It's just a thin coat of black. It was really thirsty. It took a lot of black dye, but I'm going to sand it off in an hour or so. Here is the black removed. It was quite a job to take that black dye off, especially around the horns. I didn't do the greatest job, but I think I'm going to paint the edges burgundy, so I think it'll cover up some of that, but I think it's a fine removal of the black and pops out the grain.
Well, this is probably my favorite part, dyeing the guitar. Started with some yellow leather dye from Angelus and rubbed that in really nice, and then got orange and then burgundy. And I used a lot of burgundy, and I went burgundy over it. There are some subtle yellows and oranges that you can see, even when the guitar was finished and coated with True Oil. It sort of pops out all kinds of beautiful colors. And yeah, this is my favorite part. And I would do this again. Definitely the painting part I love.
Put a coat of shielding paint on it from XPG. Might have to do 2 coats of this shielding for the pickup cavity. So pretty happy with it. It schmutzed a little on the edges, but it'll be hidden with a pick guard, so no worries.
Here's the back, and looks beautiful at the back too. A lot of fun.
I do think the back is done. I think this is the last coat of True Oil. I'm adding a mixed True Oil with a little bit of paint thinner, and it got a little bit shiny at the end. It's had about 10 coats now of True Oil, and to make it shine, the last 3 coats I started adding a little bit of paint thinner and sanding in between coats, and it's looking pretty good. Last coat's done on the front. I'm going to go over the shielding a little, and then tomorrow I'm going to put some of the parts on. Awesome. Really looking forward. So it's been thinned out with turpentine or paint thinner and True Oil. So the painting's all done and onto the bridge now. And the bridge that came with it is kind of thin. The metal that goes into the body. So I'm pretty sure this is exact same size. The bar that goes into the body is going to be a lot bigger. So I'm going to use this one that I got from Wilkinson and see how that goes. I did put the trem claw in, and that went in no problem. One thing I've noticed about this kit is everything is really nicely numbered. So when you're looking at the page and you see like the bridge, it tells you where the screws are and so forth. So that's been really helpful. And let's see how the bridge goes. Well, I got the trem on. For now, I'm using 3 springs. I may use more later. Everything seemed to line up really nice and looks really good. Quite proud with that. And it was a little bit of a stretch getting the springs on, but they went on okay. I had to use pliers and pull them down and then adjust the screw as I went. So trem is on, kind of. Might put more springs on later. My Squire Strat has 3 springs, and I seem to like that configuration, so we'll see. Putting in the tuners now, and I got some inexpensive locking tuners from Music Lily. They seem to be lining up really nice. I've put these in another Strat and another Tilling. They worked really good, and honestly, they were like 25 bucks or so. So I think that's money well spent. And don't have the exact wrench here, but I found some IKEA thing probably, and using that wrench up there. Tuners are on, and they went pretty smooth. I did use a little bit of wax on the screws, but I'm not sure I even needed to because the holes were already drilled. So they went in really nice, and I'm going to consider string trees now.
A little bit of soldering on the output jack. Putting the neck and the body together, that was pretty simple. It went on real smooth. and tightened up real nice. Very proud of that. My wife helped me with some of the screws on the pick guard. They were kind of small. Well, there she is. Gonna put strings on in a second. I grounded the output jack, and I grounded the pickups to the claw, and it's all set. Neck went on really, really easy. Pick guard, maybe 3 holes didn't line up. Here's the back of the guitar and the plate over it. And this is what it sounds like. Gonna plug it in and give it a little whirl. Don't judge my playing. Family room setup, very amateur player here. Gonna do a little sound demo through an Orange Amp 20 RT, and see how things go from there with the Leo Jaymz kit Strat. Okay, gonna demo the 3 pickups here. This is the neck pickup here. This is neck and middle. This is just middle. This is middle and bridge. And this is just bridge. It's quite sharp. And with the Gilmore mod, this is the 3 pickups, all 3. And this is just bridge and neck, sort of like a Telecaster. Gotta roll the tone down. All in all, this went really well. Somewhere in between an Affinity and a Class of Vi is where it's at. Professional setup by Solo Music did the frets too. Here's a last little close-up of the front of the guitar. But just before Christmas for about $129.